about yoga is that you don't need anything other than yourself. That being said, it's great to have a couple of props on hand for your practice. But if you don't want to spend money on yoga gear, no big deal. There are plenty of things that you already have around the house that will definitely come in handy. The first being a yoga mat. Great to have to help you stop from sliding around, and also just to give you a little bit of cushion. If you don't have a mat or you don't want a mat, again, no big deal. You can practice on a rug, or even a wood floor is great to kind of stop from sliding around. The next thing that's great to have is a pillow or a bolster. So here I have a bolster, for example. This is great for sitting on. Most of us, it's really tough to sit up straight when we're just on the floor due to a number of imbalances around the hips and the back and the core. So sitting up on a pillow kind of gives us a little bit of support so that we can be more comfortable and actually do what needs to be done from seated, rather than like dying for it to be over because it's not comfortable. So here's a bolster, but again, it doesn't have to be a bolster. It can be a pillow. Same. Make sure you grab something thick. You might even stack 2 pillows from your couch, from your bed, and you get the same effect. Sitting, and then that's also really handy for restorative yoga, for lying back over. So again, you could kind of stack up a couple of pillows and lie back over that. That's a great restorative setup. Blankets, folded towels, those kinds of things could be something you add to your stack to get whatever height you need. So that's our pillow setup. Another great thing to have is a block. Block alternative could be some stacked books or a water bottle. For example, when you're doing a forward fold to stretch your hamstrings, it can be hard to reach the floor. No big deal. The goal isn't even to reach the floor because there's nothing actually down here for us. So if you can't easily reach the floor, bring the floor up to meet you. So if you had a block, you could use it like this. If not, grab your water bottle. There's the floor coming up to meet you rather than you straining to reach the floor. And you could use other things as well. I could even put my hands on my sofa. I could put my hands on my coffee table or a tiny kid chair. Whatever you have around the house will work. Another use for the block or the stacked book alternative would be if you are doing something that requires needing a block to put between your legs for a little bit of extra feedback. Just grab a couple of thick books. I've got about 3 here, but 3 or 4 kind of hardbacks would be great, either for squeezing between your legs or lying on your back and putting your books underneath your butt. There's one of our favorite restorative setups. No block required. Okay? So there's a couple alternatives for that. Moving on, you've probably seen a yoga strap or belt. These are great to have for hamstring stretching, shoulder stretching, but a belt is exactly the same thing. It even has the hook and loop. So for example, if you wanted to stretch your hamstrings, you could lie down and loop your foot with your belt. All set. So you see, there's lots of things that you can use that you already have, and you might find that you don't even really need many props, but don't be intimidated if you find there's a video or a yoga routine that you want to try, but you notice there's a prop required. Improvise as needed. Let us know how it goes.